It seems like every day more and more people are getting interested in installing RTL-SDR.com's dongle and SDRSharp software to explore the RF spectrum around them. It's an exciting hobby that draws many people with many different backgrounds. I've got a video showing how to do this on Windows 10, and I get tons and tons of questions from people having problems with this particular install. In this video, I'm going to point out the most common pitfall that folks fall into and show you how to fix it. For folks who don't know, this is the RTL-SDR.com dongle. It's just a little RF receiver that you can use to capture and record signals that are being broadcast in your area. When we take a look at this, it has a small SMA connector, and this is for attaching your antenna or your antenna system so you can receive signals. And it also has a USB plug, and you just plug this right into your computer. Now there's a couple of different things. For the full installation, I'll link a video below that shows you how to install and use this device. In this particular video, we're going to address the most common problem that people using Windows 10 have when installing the RTL-SDR.com dongle from the supplied software and instructions, which I'll have linked below. We'll use the quick start guide for RTL-SDR.com as our reference point. Also, I've got other videos that I'll have linked below that you can check out that'll tell you how to use this to receive HF signals. You want to make sure that you buy this from an authorized retailer because it is heavily copied and cloned, and there's counterfeits all over the market. Here's the quick start guide from RTL-SDR.com. As mentioned, there'll be a link below. You want to make sure to read and understand this. So when you come down here, there is a new version of the RTL-SDR blog device, and it's for V4. There's instructions here for version 4. We're using version 3 because it's very popular and many people have this already. When you come down here, it's going to tell you a little bit about counterfeiters, and it's going to direct you as to where you can purchase a genuine one. Down here, it's going to tell you you need to extract and unzip an SDRSharp-x86.zip folder on your PC. You can get that over at airspy.com. When you click on airspy.com, a new window should open up. Once you're here, click download, and then you can download the software-defined radio package here. Click on this download button and download the installation file. Now this is the problem that everybody has. Step 5, make sure to pay attention carefully. When you download this folder, you want to extract it to a folder on your PC. It says important. Many people who have issues forget this step. Do not run the files from within the zip file, or the following steps will fail. Also, do not extract into a folder within the programs file directory, or installation may fail, as these folders are often automatically made read-only by Windows. What I've done is created a folder called RTL-SDR software, and I put that on my local C drive, on the root of the C drive. In this folder, I have downloaded the SDRSharp-x86 zip file. It is a compressed zip file that I have downloaded for the purpose of doing this video. Now, if I double click on this, it opens the zip file. It does not extract it. And as a result, if I go ahead and I run this one particular file that needs to be run, install-rtlsdr.bat, I have my extensions hidden for known file types, but you can see with this file highlighted, the type is Windows batch file. When you click run, you get a pop-up message that says Windows protected your PC. Microsoft Defender Smart Screen prevented an unrecognized app from starting. Running this app may put your PC at risk. Hit more info, and it's going to tell you the app name and the unknown publisher. You get this message because this file is not digitally signed. It's okay. Click run anyway. When you run this file, because we ran it incorrectly, you get access denied. Downloading RTL SDR driver HTTP GET is not recognized as an internal or external command. And it goes through a series of actions that it attempts to take, but it doesn't work. We're going to go ahead and we're going to press the any key to continue. Now what we're going to do is go to the folder where we saved our zip file. And I'm going to right click on this. And then when I do, I'm going to pick extract all. it's going to give me a pop-up and it's going to ask me where I want this to be extracted to. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit extract. And then the folder is extracted. And then here are the files in a new folder that are not in part of the zip archive. Once I'm here, I want to go over and click on Install RTL-SDR. This is the same file. I get the same pop-up window. I'm going to hit More Info, Run Anyway. And it works just fine. What you want to do from this point on is go back to step number 6 and complete the installation the way that it is described in the Installation Quick Start Guide. Once this is done and you replace the drivers with Zadig, you should be able to run your SDRSharp software by clicking on this particular file. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or recommendations, go ahead and post them below.